Welcome back to SCTV. I'm Maddie Hayes.
I'm Aaron Wilkins, and we have a jam-packed episode for you today. A lot of videos for you guys. As many of you know, the election was last week, and the 47th President of the United States was elected. So we have coverage on that by Ryan.
The 2024 election has come and gone. The Republican Party took control of the Senate and is on track to take control of the House. Most importantly, after losing in 2020, Donald Trump is set to return to the Oval Office. These results have a lot of people, especially young people, experiencing politics anxiety.
So it goes down to the basic premise of anxiety, where we have all these worries about things that are out of our control, but it's kind of all that we can focus on.
Politics anxiety usually increases around election time, sometimes because of what happens at the polls.
As soon as I walked into the polling place here, they turned a kid away because he didn't have his address memorized.
Politics anxiety doesn't always come from results. Sometimes it's from social expectations.
My parents put a lot of pressure on me to vote because they wanted me to get my voice out there, but also my friends, I don't want them to see me any differently with the way I voted.
One significant factor is how election results are perceived as reflections of the country's ideals.
Popular vote said this man said racism, says transphobia won, and why would I want to stay in a country who doesn't, as a whole, view me as a person?
One way to manage politics anxiety is through engagement. Even just voting can help reassert a sense of control.
Now that I actually voted, I kind of want to stay more in the news about politics and stuff, because I feel like I wasn't really beforehand.
A few bad days, and especially in the beginning, it's okay that it's hard. It's just we don't want to get stuck there.
Managing politics anxiety can be hard, but many students think it's worth it.
It matters, I think it does matter, and I think that everybody should care because these people are going to be setting the laws and, running our country. So why wouldn't you care, right?
Simpson counseling services are available at no cost at this number. For SCTV News, I'm Ryan Magalhaes.
For our next story, National First Generation Celebration Day.
Anna Schewe has the coverage.
TRIO Student Support Services hosted a series of events last week to celebrate first-generation students, including workshops on professional skills and inspiring the next generation through letters to Indianola middle schoolers. Addie Thomas is a senior and aspiring TRIO advisor, and she is grateful for her experience with the program.
When I first came to Simpson, I participated in Simpson's Campus Connect, which is a program that is in preparation for freshmen the week before school starts. And so I took that. I've been an active TRIO student since then. Every year after that, I have also worked as a mentor for Campus Connect, and since then I have interned with TRIO, and I've also been one of the lead peer ambassadors for TRIO for the last 2 years. First-gen students are statistically more likely to drop out of college or not even go to college in the first place. There's a lot of hidden curriculum that is expected for students to know when they go to college, like what a registrar is, or where to go, or who to ask, and what resources you need. And so a lot of first-gen students, since they don't have their parents to tell them what to do, or a guardian or somebody above them to tell them, to help them figure out what to do, they oftentimes can avoid it, or they get there and they don't know what to do, so they leave.
First-gen students tend to not graduate at the same rate as others, and so I think that is totally a disadvantage because they bring so much value and a new opinion to things, and honestly, they're here to kind of shake things up, and I'm here for that. Neither of my parents graduated high school, so being the first to graduate high school was a big deal, and then going to college, I just had no idea what I was doing. So when I stumbled upon this job and just the mission and the values of celebrating and empowering students, I took the leap. And if I could provide anything to help people and remove barriers, I'm going to do it. I wish I had this when I was in college, so I'm happy to be that person for others.
When I first came to Simpson, I didn't know what TRIO was. I'm a first-generation student, and I did not know that was a support that was even offered. I can say that without TRIO in the last 4 years, I probably would not have stayed at Simpson. It became a home away from home, a family that I know would always support me. I can go to my advisors about any problem, whether it's personal, academic, about jobs, socially. I know that they'll always find a way to support me and provide resources for me. And genuinely, I know that they're going to be people that I have interacted with in TRIO that I will interact with and keep in my life for the rest of my life. I know that I wouldn't be here without Trio. They've done more for me than I in words could ever express, and I just want to be able to give back to that program. And I hope every Trio student knows that they are capable, and we are all very proud of them.
I'm super proud of my students, and I'm so glad that Simpson is a place where we have Trio to support our students.
Moving on, we have our Would You Rather section.
And I got the question from ChatGPT today. So it is, would you rather have your dream job handed to you right after college, but you have to live with your parents for 5 more years, or you can move anywhere you want in the world, but it takes 5 years to find a good job?
I think I'd take the dream job.
Would you rather live with your parents?
I think so.
I would too, because then if you live with your parents, I mean, they're gonna make food for you, they're gonna free home.
Free rent, yeah. As long as they let me.
Yeah.
Right? Let's move on to sports.
Let's start the sports section off with away games this past week. Women's soccer had a heartbreaker against Loris in the ARC Championship, losing 3-2. Football traveled to Co, losing 47-10. Both the men and women's basketball had games on Friday and Saturday. They both split those games, going 1-1 on the weekend.
Our first story is the dance team going to nationals.
Jack Perkins has a story.
Simpson College dance team is qualified for nationals this year. Here's how they are preparing for it and what they're most excited for.
So January 17th through the 19th, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the team will leave on Wednesday. In order to get down there, we'll have practice times on Thursday, and then we'll compete Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and fly home Monday. We've added practices. We practice for 2 to 3 hours at a time, about 3 times a week.
We added a Monday practice. We practice Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Have Monday practice from 5:30 to 7:30 a.m.
Placing would be great. Just the experience alone is fantastic. Big audience, it's a big arena. So it's what you see on TV. It has the Disney Castle in the background. It's a big deal for the girls. The judges' feedback we get copies of, so we're able to use that for next year to use to grow the team even more and to know what we need to fix. I'm excited about traveling with the team. I'm really excited to watch them perform. It's really satisfying as a coach to watch them perform something that they love and just be passionate about something. So I'm really excited for that. And then just to see what it's like. I've never been to a competition like this before, even in all my years of dance. So it'll be nice just to see and to enjoy.
I'm excited for competing at state because state's just a bunch of fun. I mean, we get to see all of our ARC competitors. And then for nationals, we get to see all the D1 dancers, and that's also really fun. And then we all get to go to Disney.
Remember to mark your calendars in January for the Simpson College dance team to show out in nationals. For SCTV, I'm Jack Perkins.
It's awesome to see multiple teams at Simpson are going to nationals.
Just like the women's soccer team that just got announced on Monday. They're going to be making the national tournament.
Traveling to St. Louis.
Very cool, very cool. Speaking of women's soccer, we caught the highlights for their last home game.
Hello there, I'm Eldred Boria. I'm a senior at Simpson, and here I'm bringing you guys a highlight video from the women's semi-finals. So if they win this, they go to the ARC Conference Championship title game. And honestly, you could feel the energy. Like once I got there, like I could feel on the sideline, I could see in the stand. Like there's just a bunch of screaming, yelling. This game really means a lot. And previous, they played each other, and Simpson won 1-0 at Wartburg. So Wartburg coming here, it was just a big game in general. And sadly, I missed the goal. I was right in front of Cassie Nash, who scored it, and was assisted by Julia Wagner. Due to technical difficulties, I missed a goal, but I was trying to get us almost scoring a goal, but at halftime, we were up 1-0. We scored with like 10 minutes remaining, maybe 15, somewhere around there, but it was a good goal. As you can see, it was an aggressive game on both sides. And you can see Simpson right here with a nice saving goal. Simpson had multiple nice saving goals. I wish I got it on video, but due to the memory card that was full, I couldn't. I had on the spot, I had to delete videos and record and save and keep. But for the first time, it was a nice experience, great experience, and I'm looking forward to doing more of this, more highlight, or next thing I might do an interview, depending. But women's soccer won this game, and they're headed to the ARC Conference title game.
Congratulations to women's soccer, and very good luck at nationals.
Our final story is volleyball. Women's volleyball just had their senior night and their last game of the season.
Clare Veren has the highlights.
The Simpson College women's volleyball team wrapped up their 2024 season with a win against the Luther Norse last Wednesday in Coles Fieldhouse. The match drew a great crowd to produce a fun atmosphere for the Storm's 7 graduating seniors' last game. After the senior recognition and introduction of starting lineups, Luther had the first serve. Coming out hot, Simpson fought a close battle to take the first set 25-21, followed by a blowout 25-14, second set to set a lead on Luther. Simpson went point for point with the Norse in the third set, ultimately falling to Luther 25-23. Coming back from a hard-fought loss in the third, the Storm attacked early and closed out the game, winning 25-14. Congratulations to the Storm women on a great season, and good luck to the seniors on their future endeavors. For SCTV, I'm Clare Veren.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's SCTV.
That's going to do it for us this week. Come back next week for even more videos. For SCTV, I'm Ryan Wilkins.
And I'm Maddie Hayes. Bye.